the game, there was things that we felt, I knew it wasn't a great matchup, for us, and there was things that we needed to be able to do offensively. One of the things we couldn't do was turn the ball over. We knew we needed to score touchdowns when we got down inside the plus side of the field. It couldn't be a field goal game, and we couldn't have the self-inflicted wounds that we had in terms of some penalties, some drop balls, some missed blocks, those sort of things. So that made it a little bit difficult for us on offense, even though we did move the ball. We had a lot of yards, but again, the name of the game is to score, and when you're playing a team as explosive and as talented as Central Florida, you have to take advantage of every opportunity that you have, and we didn't do that. I thought David Pendell played an outstanding game. He did a lot of good things with his feet and throwing the ball. There's things that he'll still get better at. I thought we got the ball spread around to a lot of different receivers, which I thought was good. And then defensively, we talked about getting turnovers, and we didn't get any turnovers. We talked about we had to get off the field on third and fourth down, and we didn't do that. They were 9 of 11 on third down and 1 of 1 on fourth down, and we knew that we had to keep the ball in front of us, and we didn't do a good job there. And I thought that we had some young men play a little bit tentative for their first time, and just didn't let it go. And those are things we'll learn from. We'll get better. I thought we did some things special teams wise that was pretty good. I thought Keon Dixon had a couple of nice returns. Thought Luke did a pretty good job of pinning the ball back, punting it. So again, when you play a team like that, you can't have those kind of mistakes that we have and expect to win. And that's a team that's very deserving of their ranking. You can see in terms of why they were 13-0 last year. The quarterback is outstanding. So again, what we have to do is as I told him afterwards, the thing that we have to do, and I really believe that we'll end up being a good team, okay? But what we got to really do is focus and concentrate on those little things and doing those little things correctly all the time. And I think, one of the things with these young kids, they've never seen speed like that. We can't duplicate that speed in practice, and that's the only way they're going to get used to it, and is by getting experience. And that's what we have to do. And then, like I said, offensively, we just need to finish and score touchdowns when we cross the midfield straight.
Randy, was the game plan for your quarterback to be the leading rusher?
Well, we knew we were going to have to use him. We knew that coming in. And with what we have to do, that's going to be there. Now, some people might try to take him away. The other thing we had is, and we knew it, if they get up on us and press us, that was going to be a little bit hard for us. And so we had some things in the game plan, and John did a great job of some misdirections and hitting guys in the flat and, possessing the ball and doing the things necessary. But, again, there was, we're going to do what we have to do. Maybe you don't like to run David, 22 times, but again, if that's what the defense gives you, then that's what you got to take. And, again, if they're going to play man-to-man and they don't get to you, and he's got the ability to scramble, that happens. And in a game like this, when you're playing a team like that, a guy like that with his legs makes a big difference for you.
Coach, it was a rough debut for some of your freshmen. What's the confidence level in your first year, guys, being able to bounce back moving forward?
They'll be all right. They got to learn somehow. They got to learn. And so, again, it was a top 20 team that they won against. So now you're gonna, and I don't have any doubt in these guys. They'll bounce back. Now they understand how hard it is. Some of them, they got all excited. Oh, I'm playing college football and I'm a starter. And now they go out tonight and they're playing a top 20 team and playing against the people they got to. Said, ooh, I got to step it up a little bit more. I got to be a little bit more technique sound and fundamentally, better. And those are the lessons that they'll learn, and those are the lessons that they'll take with them, from today.
Randy, do you expect a certain amount of self-inflicted wounds, like you mentioned, when you go into a season with so many young guys that you're dependent on?
You hope not. But I've been around long enough to know that youth and inexperience, you're going to have some self-inflicted wounds. And sometimes your opponent causes them. Sometimes it's your lack of attention to detail or staying focused on those little things. But it's a process, and it's a process that we're in. And I'm anxious to look at the film, because I think a lot of those young guys did some good things. But if you thought that they were going to come in here and be Man Mountain Dean and a first-team All-American in their first game against Central Florida, you're kidding yourself. Just it's not going to happen. But I like how they work. I don't think I thought they played hard. I thought you look out there on defense, and I'm looking out there and seeing all freshmen and sophomores. Against a top 20 team that was 13-0 a year ago. And but now what we got to do is they got to have the resolve to say, hey, I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm going to play, and I'm going to really focus and not that they didn't before, but now reality set in. We're going against practice, and like I said, we don't see that same kind of speed in practice. And one of the things, like I said, with the, when they got up in press coverage, we knew that was something that we were going to have to be hard for us to maybe run by some of those guys. And but like I said, we just got to keep getting better. We'll get better next week.
There were a lot of missed coverages in the secondary. Is it first night jitters? Guys just aren't used to playing with each other?
Don't put it all on the secondary now, because we had a couple linebackers blow some things too, and so it wasn't all them. And again, I think that's where sometimes the speed of the game for those guys, the eye discipline, the fundamentals and the techniques. Some of these kids were never taught some of the fundamentals and techniques that we've been teaching. They didn't have to. They could get away with it. And at this level, you can't get away with it. You have to be precise. You have to understand things. And so again, it wasn't all the secondary, And obviously, I didn't do a good enough job. I'm the head coach, and we didn't accomplish the mission that we wanted to, and that was to win. So, the blame's on me, not the kids.
Randy, how does opening up against a team like that make you better?
Well, I would think that now that our guys know that, hey, these are the people that we have to go up against, like I said, the focus, the attention to detail, the understanding how hard you have to work and the extra time that you have to put in to be good, and how much more you got to get bigger, faster, and stronger, lets them know that. So if we're going to end up getting to the top of our division, got to be able to beat those teams. And they're here. We're here right now. That'll change, but that's reality. It's where it is right now.
You have to worry about their confidence, some of the young kids, not having success.
No, I'm not, again, as long as, here's the thing, and I try to tell them is that, to me, as long as they go out and play as hard as they can on each and every play and continue to work, they'll get better. They got to just believe in themselves and understand. I mean, hey, we've had young guys down here out here before that turned out to be really good players that, got torched and got beat before. So again, I think we have the right kind of guys, and that they want to do well. And now you just put the film on tomorrow. No, tomorrow they have off tomorrow, Saturday, and you go back to work. That's all you can do. But they understand it, and some of those guys will be good.